So family constellation work can assist in the spiritual awakening process? Really? How? That's quite a statement, isn't it? But I can make that statement because that's my personal experience. I was a family constellation facilitator for many years when from one moment to the next I was thrown into a process that I now call liberation process. And I realized that's also what the spiritual awakening process is all about. It's about clearing away the programming and the conditioning of your personal self, of what you think you are, of your personal makeup, of the thoughts, the feelings, the beliefs, the ideas, the emotions, the instinctual impulses, everything that you right now think you are, that's made up in this nice little conglomerate that you call you, it can be dissolved. It can be deconstructed. It can be let go of. It can be released from you. And then what's left, way underneath all of that programming that's on the surface, is your true nature. It's who or what you really are. What's left when you reach the space of the true self, the real you, that's singular in nature. It's what makes all of us human beings up. It's what people call consciousness or awareness or God or spirit. From this spiritual source, the physical is then generated. So I had no idea that sphere existed. I didn't know anything about that. All I knew was the personal self and the emotions and the programming and the conditioning that makes us up, who we think we are. And that's what family constellation work addresses. The programming and the conditioning that is inherited from the ancestral lineage, where our mother and father lineages come together to form our body, our mind, our emotions, our instinctual makeup. And so in family constellation work, we look towards the challenges and problems we carry in our own life, how they're inherited and passed on through the ancestral lineage. Now, in the process of doing this transgenerational healing work, I dropped more and more down into the sphere where the true self is located. So the more we are letting go of, releasing, negating, deconstructing the makeup of the personal self, what you'll experience, you'll drop more and more down into the sphere of consciousness, of pure awareness, of the singular dimension of life itself. And when you reach that, life is experienced in a very different manner. You're no longer focused so much on your body and what your mind and your emotions and instincts tell you. You are operating from a much broader sphere of who you are. You have access to understanding that you wouldn't have before, while you are very condensedly, closely knit in the programming and conditioning that you inherited and of course acquired during your lifetime. So the experience, when you drop more and more down into the sphere of the true nature of the ultimate all, your personal experience will be so much more enriched and enlarged, because you're no longer then focused from this one tiny little point of view. You'll have a much broader access then to what's available. And in my book, number 1, I describe this process, and with visuals I show you what that process looks like and what life is experienced when you can operate from that level. And in my book number 2, I describe my process. I show you with visuals again what my process was all about, how I learned what I learned in the liberation process, and how it changed my view of the world, and how I now experience the world, which is quite different from when I was just stuck in that small little Margot Riddler self. So I want to invite you to explore my work, check out my books, And if you are interested in spiritual awakening or interested in healing personal challenges on a much larger perspective, where we actually look what you inherited from your family system, from your mother and father lineage, that way you'll have a much quicker access point to then delve into your true nature and access a much broader scope of from which to operate in life. If that interests you, I invite you to check out my website. And if you have any questions or are interested in learning more, reach out.